Both Todd Chrisley and his spouse, Julie Chrisley, are in jail. They are both serving time for violations they were indicted of totally different detainment facilities. Being separated isn't simple for this couple. They are not permitted to see each other. They are not indeed able to conversation to each other on the phone. In spite of this, the two can still compose each other letters. Julie Chrisley's prison letters to her spouse are deplorable. Savannah Chrisley offers Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley's letters. Savannah Chrisley is Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley's center girl. She has a more seasoned brother and a more seasoned sister, as well as 2 more youthful brothers and 1 more youthful sister. She, as of now, has her Possess podcast. It was amid one of her recent unlocked podcasts, Savannah Chrisley shared the letters her mother had composed to her spouse. The letters the previous star of Chrisley Knows Best shared appeared her mother's forlornness and her shock. The letters to Todd Chrisley. I knew my life was around to alter until the end of time. My spouse and I stood in our room, right before our supplication seat, and said our goodbyes. Julie Chrisley composed without further ado after being moved to the jail in Kentucky. We embraced, we kissed, and we supplicated sometime recently. He strolled out the entryway heading to Pensacola, Florida with Savannah, Grayson, and Nick Curdiles. Savannah Chrisley got to be enthusiastic when she examined the following portion of her mother's letter. What a calming thought! The man I had lived with, raised a family with, and adored more than life itself is presently briefly dwelling in Florida, and me in Kentucky, Chrisley composed to her spouse. I miss Todd so much that it harms. I've never gone this long without talking to him. Julie Chrisley composed in another letter. Savannah Chrisley feels her mother's torment. As terrible as the letters to Todd Chrisley were, the torment of the girl perusing them seemed moreover be felt. No one can deny it must be difficult for such a youthful lady to be absent from her guardians. Include to that the torment she feels for Todd Chrisley and her mother. At times it must feel intolerable. I can fair feel her harmed through these messages, and to fair think about how diverse life is presently, nearly a year and a half later, Savannah Chrisley clarified. And to fair think that beyond any doubt, there's a few clever things in here. Mom's attempting to make jokes, attempting to make light of it, but this can be her life presently. And it's so distinctive than clearly what it was sometime recently. In fair, the passionate angle of it of having to miss your family so much. Tragically, it may be very whereas sometime recently, the stars of Chrisley Knows Best can be together once more. And verbal offer on their case will be listened in April of this year. At that point, the lawful prepare of the offers will begin. Both Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley, as well as the rest of their family, will ought to see how the offer prepare will work for them. Tell us what you think. Do you think Todd Chrisley and his wife are blameworthy? What do you think of them as it were being able to communicate with each other through letters? Can you are feeling the catastrophe of their girl, Savannah, as she endures through this circumstance? Sound off within the comment area underneath.